Hi everyone and welcome back to the Lewis Pickman Football Show. On today's show is another episode of Brother v Brother. We're back. We're going to be reviewing game week 7, seeing our scores, seeing how many points we scored, seeing what happened in the game week. Seemed like not many goals this weekend.
No, back to normality a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit back to normality. So we're going to review that and then preview game week 8 with our score predictions. So as always, we'll do 5 games at a time, the first 5 and then the second 5. As always, we'll start with, there's a Friday night game every week in the Premier League now because of the Sky box office. But yeah, it was Aston Villa v Leeds. I said 2-1 to Aston Villa.
I said it was going to be 1-1.
0-0 at half time, looked like a tight game. Paddy Bamford just thought,
hat-trick, I know.
taking this game by the scruff of the neck. Second and third. Second outside the box, in off the bar. Third, great feet bent.
Proved a lot of his doubt was wrong already.
He really has,
didn't think he could do it in the Premier League in a hat-trick in the second half.
I'm going to be honest, didn't see it.
I didn't see it, not to this standard.
Yeah, well, not to this standard, but cracking it, giving a fair crack in the team, and he's went on and done great. It'd be interesting to see how many he finished on, won't it?
Definitely.
What about shout for the Euros?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. Never know.
If he gets 20 Premier League goals,
Yeah, you can't look at it. Yeah, but there's a lot of competition in that.
there is a lot of
now.
competition.
But shout out Aston Villa as well. Obviously, they've lost their 100% start. But it's still fair though.
Yeah, still fair. They had a great start, haven't they? It was just a poor second half. But yeah, no points for us on that one.
No points for us.
But great result for Leeds. Now we move to West Ham v Man City. I said 2-1 to Man City.
I said 3-1.
It was actually 1-0. 1-0 was a fair result. West Ham definitely deserved a point. What about Mikel Antonio's overhead kick, by the way? He doesn't look like a footballer.
He doesn't look like a striker. Like
yeah.
you would think Mikel Antonio there out and out striker. You think it's not. It's a bit lacklustre, but it's not.
It's just powerful pace. Like that was that Ruben Diaz, and he's so strong. Held him off and flicked it over his head. Beautiful. Fair play to Foden. Come on at half time, made the difference for Man City, and then they couldn't get a winner. But yeah, West Ham thoroughly deserved a point.
I think we say it every week about West Ham, how people written them off, but they keep proving us wrong every single week.
Little shout out to De Bruyne, started it for Man City in the Champions League this week. To look like a different team when De Bruyne plays. He plays forward quickly and it just the turnover. But Aguero's out injured again for a month. Got injured in the first half.
For the strikers and really for years, City, apart from Aguero, but they've never had that like just.
No one wants to come in and be a second striker. Like Jesus, they've done it between them, but they play one in front, you can't then bring a third striker in, do you know what I mean? So it's a hard one when both of them Sterling, yeah. But yeah, good point for West Ham, and they've really kicked on since the start of the season. No points again for me, I think it's going to be a thing. And now we move to Craven Cottage, the game that Fulham had to win, and we both backed them to win. I said 1-0 Fulham.
I said 1-0, so we both said same.
Oh no, sorry, I said 2-1 Fulham, you said 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said 2-1 Fulham, you said 1-0 Fulham.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got confused. Palace though. Honestly, if you've got Zaha on the counter attack, you can sit in and have 30% possession because he can just do it by himself, a goal and assist.
What did Zaha worth to Crystal Palace? It's just.
I'll say it before. When Sigurdsson went for Swansea for 50 million, Everton never it's way too much. But for me, I wouldn't have accepted it because he was involved in 65% of Swansea's goal. Yeah. Sometimes you've got a player who's just worth more than money. Do you know what I mean? Look at Swansea now in the Championship.
It's like basically selling your place in the Premier League.
Yeah, for that. I agree. I totally agree. Goal and assist, man of the match. He's just on absolute fire. And like I said, they play 4-4-2, but with Zaha up front instead of on the left mid. But he's just allowed to do what he wants. And it's suiting him so well, and he's loving his football. But yeah, Fulham. He had over 65% possession, something like that.
Yeah, they got a late goal.
Yeah, like it was 2-0 and Kenny scored a screamer, but they couldn't get back into it. Kamara ended up getting sent off and it's gone from bad to worse for Fulham.
You've got to get a win, Fulham fans. It's got to come sooner or later.
You've got to look at that one though. They've had games as well though. They haven't even played like a lot of the big boys. That's what I'm worried for them.
Brilliant times, isn't it?
So yeah,
but no points for us on that one.
And then we move on to United Chelsea, the game I was most looking forward to. Absolute ballfest. After about 15 minutes, I thought this was going to be 0-0 because no team wanted to lose. No team wanted the midfielder didn't want to drive on. The striker didn't want to. The winger didn't want to go in behind. And it was 0-0.
Just happy for a point, but
yeah.
you hate to say happy for a point.
No, but I think the onus is on Man United though. Chelsea are away from home. They go to a team away from home who's going to be challenging with them.
Yeah.
You take a point against any team, do you know what I mean? Do. But it's on Man United to go and try and win the game, and they just didn't do that. But I got a point. I actually said 1-0.
Yeah, I said 2-0 Chelsea, and I was way off.
So 0-0, I got a point. But you know what's even more frustrating about Man United? Last night they played Leipzig, and they won 5-0 against.
Rashford come on scored that second half. Awesome.
They're unbelievable. Like, it just showed. Like, I was just thinking, like, honestly, Leipzig are a good side, you know.
The Champions League semi-finalists last
I
year.
know.
Leipzig. I know they win your Champions League last year.
Yeah.
But they beat the semi-finalists last year and beat the finalists. The
just shows when they go for it that they can take teams away. But yeah, finally a point for one of us, and it's a point for me for a draw. Liverpool, Sheffield United, I said 3-0.
I said 4-0. I said Liverpool going to stretch their legs, absolutely whitewash Liverpool, but it didn't turn out that way.
No, penalty on the line. Good VAR. It was on the line. On the line is a penalty. So Sander Berg took the penalty at the CDM, but yes, tucked it away. But Liverpool just like a different performance, bottle and that. You know what I mean? The goal get the win. They didn't play very well.
But it's 3 points regardless, isn't it?
Yeah. At the end of the season, it's 3 points. And Diogo Jota header with the winner.
Plus he scored last night as well. But what a start he's coming, and what a sign he is, to be honest with you, for Liverpool, because no one can really penetrate that front three, as we say, but he's doing a hell of a good job. I think put his name in contention.
Yeah, I think. What about the centre halves though? We've got no centre halves.
I know.
Van Dijk's injured.
Fabinho's
injured and Matic's injured. I don't know. Honestly, they've got a young lad called Seb van der Berg.
Yeah.
Who's played in the Carabao Cup. Looks an okay player, but pushing him into the Premier League, that's hard, isn't it? But it's one of them though. It's sink or swim for players like that.
I mean, I think
you've got to put them in. And
I've seen it stuff before where it was Sir Alex Ferguson's era, and I mean, he used to play John O'Shea. Everyone. I mean, as champions, you've got to deal with these type of things. I mean, it's going to be hard with losing Van Dijk, Fabinho, etc.
Yeah, but like I said, the record will say 3 points, and it'll be interesting to see who plays centre half. Right, we'll get on to the next 5 games. Right, now we'll get on to the next 5, and we move to St Mary's, Southampton v Everton. I said 2-1 to Everton.
I said, where's mine?
We had 2-1 Everton, didn't we?
We both had 2-1 Everton.
But Southampton, everyone's raved about Everton's start. That puts Southampton 3 points down Everton. And Ralph Hasenhüttl just does not get the praise he deserves. No. Like, they got beat 5-1 at home to Tottenham first league game, and they haven't been beat since. Burnley away won, Chelsea home, Chelsea away drew, now beat Everton at home. Everton haven't been beat as well.
I know.
Little shout out on Lucas Digne's red card. It's never ever a red card. If you slow something down and someone stands on the back of the Achilles, it looks like a red card, but you've got to know, if you play football, if you run, your legs move.
Yeah.
And as his leg lifted up, it just stood. It was just a freak accident, and I hope it gets rescinded for the Everton fans in Digne. But what a result for Southampton. Ward-Prowse, great finish. But yeah, that's no points for us.
No points for us, but
Hasenhüttl,
quality job. And then Danny Ings to assist return.
Danny
provider. A lot of strikers doing that now.
Yeah. Now let's move on to Molineux, and this upset me. This one, I had Wolves 1-0.
I had 2-1, so I was not in it, but really
89th minute. I'm looking at 2 points. Newcastle didn't look like scoring. They got a free kick on the edge of the box, and Patricio's made his wall wrong, so it's gone that out. He should never ever be able to bend round the outside of the wall, and Murphy just gets a free kick and puts it in, and Newcastle get an undeserved point. It sounds familiar what they've done.
Yeah, it does sound very familiar what they've done.
They just seem to stay in games, like even though they don't have much, and then. But I suppose it's a great knack to have, though.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say, that's how you pick up points in this league. You stay in games to the 90 minutes. It's a game of 90 minutes anyways, and I credited them like they've done before, and getting a valuable point among you.
Little shout for Jimenez, on fire. Lone striker, can do everything. Head, running behind, comfy, just got everything.
Absolute name, man.
Outside the box as well. I think he scored just a couple. I can't remember, 2 or 3. He's only scored 2 or 3 in all his goals for Wolves outside the box. So. Nice to see him score from outside the box. He can do everything. But no points for me.
Definitely no points for me, but you were a lot closer.
Yeah, I know. And now we move to Arsenal Leicester. The result of the weekend for me, I actually said 2-0 to Arsenal.
Well, I did have 1-0 to
Arsenal. But this is a result of the weekend. If you looked at Leicester's team, they've got 8 first team players missing. They actually started this game. They had to play Harvey Barnes up front by himself because Iheanacho and Vardy. Obviously, Vardy was on the bench, and they've got a lot of first team players missing. And they go to Arsenal and win. It's a great result.
But speaking of
Vardy comes on, does what he does. He just does what he does.
I mean, he's got to go down as one of the greatest Premier League strikers, even of all time. I know that seems like it's simple. It's like, for what he's done in winning the league for Leicester, the goals he's scored.
like Leicester, obviously a good side, but they don't create as many chances as Arsenal. Like over the past few years, I'm saying. So his goal record is absolutely unbelievable. I think Gareth Southgate, get on the phone.
Get him out of Simons.
Get him out just for one more. Tell him one more.
One more little pop.
But yeah, cracking result for Leicester. Just a little shout out for Brendan Rodgers. Come from Celtic, he's done an amazing job.
He was a smash manager at Liverpool anyways. He never was.
He's always been underrated, but he's done Swansea, he's done Celtic, Liverpool. He's done a good job everywhere he's been. So fair play to Leicester and
no points.
No points, yeah. And now we do have to do this again. Brighton v West Brom. I said 1-0 to Brighton.
I said 2-1 Brighton.
It wasn't as close. It was 84th minute, but still, it's nearly got. Nearly 2 points again for a correct score. Another last 5 minute goal has cost me again. Jake Livermore with their own goal, but Grant, the new signing, gets his first Premier League goal, and West Brom get a point.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, Brighton, with a better team again.
Yeah, it's not the story for Brighton all this season, just losing points here, because it might severely cost them, because they play some great football for this season, but they're not picking up the points.
So for me, I think West Brom and Fulham will definitely go down, and I think the other one is up for grabs. Sheffield United and Brighton will be fighting for it. But I think Brighton should be okay. That's
that's the moral of their story. Should be okay,
but
I don't think that's enough in the Premier League.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, so it was 1-1. That's no points.
No points for me.
You scored a point, yeah. just a Liverpool win. But few draws and stuff this weekend. But lack of goals. I hope there's more goals this weekend. And last but not least, we move to Burnley and Spurs. We move to the Kane and Son show. Unbelievable. Kane's got another assist. Kane's got 5 goals and 8 assists.
5 goals and 8 assists
in 6 games. Joke of a man.
Son's got 8 goals and 2 assists.
They're just the one behind. They're not one behind. They've gone second behind Drogba and Lampard in assists to scoring.
We were saying they're
going to beat it this season. They'll beat it next week for all we know. But 1-0 Burnley. Always, if you win at Burnley, it doesn't matter what happens. It's a great result for me. It's just hard to win. Talking about Kane, Tarkowski has a header. Kane clears it off the line, and then he goes and sets up the winner for Son. He's involved in everything.
Just anything that Son or Kane puts forward, it's going to land at the feet of each other, isn't it? It's just absolutely.
It's like it was a corner.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he played him through. He headed it, and if you'd have seen the reaction of Son when he
knew it was Kane, it was quality.
Kane ran up to him and he went, "Did you assist it?" He said, "Yeah." And he just laughed. He's like, "It's funny." But can Spurs win the league?
No, not for me.
Not for Can't win the league. I just thought I'd ask you. It's
well, can they win the league for you?
Yeah, I think they can. Yeah, I don't think they will, but I think they'll.
Oh no, I think anyone can.
No, I'm just saying, I think they'll be so close to Leicester. Liverpool and Man City. It's all about Europa League, though, isn't it? Like at the minute, they've got that young striker who can play in the Europa League, and obviously Bale's coming back to fitness. But it does get long. If you go far, it does get long. Especially how you're playing Sunday, Thursday at the moment, because we're a bit behind in the European football. You're playing Sunday, Thursday for 4 weeks in a row. So, if Son and Kane keep fit, they can definitely finish.
I suppose, if they keep doing what they're doing, and you add Bale in the mix, I mean that's going to challenge any team.
But 1 point for me.
Yeah, 1 point for me. That's the freedom, but that's finished 1-1.
And now we're going to go on to game week 7 and do our predictions and things. Right, so let's preview game week 7, and we start at Molineux. I'm going to back 1-0 to Wolves.
Not this again. I've got 1-0 Wolves. Yeah,
1-0 Wolves. Like I said, we do them before, and hopefully that's the first and last one we have the same. But Wolves very unlucky not to keep a clean sheet last week. They're very solid defensively. Pedro Neto with the winner. 1-0 Wolves at Molineux.
1-0 Jimenez, as he does their main man to get the goal.
1-0 the next one. Now we move to Bramall Lane. Sheffield United v Man City. Sheffield United really struggling. Got their first and only point last home game against Fulham. Just got to back Man City. 2-0 Man City. I don't like putting Man City not to concede a goal, but they went to Marseille and didn't concede one with Diaz and Laporte. That's going to be their main partnership. So I'm going to back them 2-0.
Well, I've got them to concede just the one goal. I'm going to go 3-1 Manchester City. I'm going to go Raheem Dream to lead that line and make sure City get 3 points.
He needs to. Raheem needs to turn up. If Raheem doesn't turn up, obviously playing as a main striker, they'll look.
Fernand Torres scored.
It'll be interesting.
Midweek, so
be interesting.
He's a good player.
De Bruyne come back midweek in the Champions League, and I'm backing him to get an assist at least. And now we move to Turf Moor. Burnley v Chelsea. Burnley unlucky in a 1-0 defeat. to Spurs last week, and Chelsea went away in Europe and won 4-0. Looked very, very good.
Ziyech got his first goal.
Oh yeah, Ziyech.
It really, I watched a bit there. It looks like the first time these superstar glue. Havertz was causing problems. Werner scored. Ziyech scored. It was all the new
Havertz played in the 10, and that's his position, isn't it?
He just busted.
He's played left side. Werner in front and Havertz in the 10. Ziyech and Pulisic. That looks like the cracking forward, doesn't it?
Yes,
it looks like a Chelsea win to me. I'm going to back 2-0. In the reverse, in the head-to-head fixture last year, Pulisic got a hat-trick at Turf Moor, and that was when he really kicked on and turned into the player that he is. But yeah, 2-0 Chelsea looks comfortable for me.
I've got 1-1.
Really?
Yeah, I do think it's going to be a tight affair, this one, actually. Like you said, they were unlucky against Tottenham last week. Tottenham was a hard place to go, but I'm going to put me out of the line, so I'm going to put it to 1-1.
Yeah, definitely different in this one. And now we move to Anfield, and Liverpool have got a real crisis at centre-half. It'll be interesting to see who starts centre-half with Joe Gomez. Nico Williams, the young right-back, come on and played there in midweek in Europe, so it'll be very interesting to see who starts. I'm back on Liverpool, but I think West Ham will score. Maybe 1, maybe 2. I'm going to back 3-1 Liverpool.
Ooh, maybe close me. I'm backing 3-2. I think it's going to be a bit like how Lou said. On the defensive side, it's got to be slightly leaky. It just has to be.
West Ham 4 unbeaten, flying.
Yeah,
they'll go full of confidence as well. I think it's the best time to play Liverpool.
Just think, the attacking side of Liverpool, they'll just push them through. It's a bit similar as they did at Leeds. Be a bit back and forth like that, and I just think they will score more goals than West Ham.
I think
hence the win.
I think this will be a good game to watch. So if you've got it, be a good one to watch this weekend. Now we move to Villa Park. Two teams who've started the season superbly. 3rd and 7th, they're both sitting the table respectively, so it's a great start. Southampton coming off a cracking win against Everton. I really do fancy goals in this game, and I'm going to back goals. I think it'll be a cracking watch. 2-2.
I think that they're both up there now and up the table, and it's important to get 3 points, so I think it's going to be quite a tight affair. I think there's only going to be 1 goal in it, and it's going to go to Aston Villa.
Really?
We're going to get back on the winning track, and it's going to be Ross Barkley again with a late one.
Ross Barkley, by the way, what a player. What's his name? On loan. Walks into nearly any team in the Prem, like the bottom half, like not the top 6, but yeah. And you get him on loan as well. A player who went for what? 30 million? Cracking time for Villa. And now we move to St James's Park, Newcastle United v Everton. I don't fancy many goals in this, to be honest. I'm going to back 1-0 Everton, sneak a late winner.
I'm going to back 2-1, and I think they'll go 2-0 up, and I think Newcastle will do what they do and get a late goal. It's going to be too late for them this time.
Yeah, no offence to Newcastle fans, but I just don't think they're just really, really compact. I know you have to do that to stay in the Premier League. You haven't got the players and stuff, but when Newcastle on telly, I don't really look forward to watching them. But yeah, tight game for me. We're both one for an Everton win. And now we move to Old Trafford, the game of the weekend. Got to be honest.
You said that last time on Man U, didn't you? But let's hope this
I'm saying it looks like the game of the weekend. Yeah, I'm going to back 2-1 United.
I'm going to back 3-0 United. I mean, this it was us like growing up was probably the best rivalry in Premier League history back in the day, Keane and Vieira and etc. But I'm back. I seen the midweek against Leipzig and they just run riot. So I'm hoping the same and that confidence will come through in the weekend's game.
It'll be interesting to see how Arsenal approach the game, because they went to Man City and defended really well, but they had nothing on the break, and you've got Aubameyang and Lacazette, give them chances, you know what I mean? So obviously I think Man United, they won't fear Man United as much as they feared Man City, so hopefully Arsenal go for it a bit, and it's not like the game last week.
I think that'll play the Man U's hands.
Yeah, that's fair enough, and a 3-0 score suggests that, but yeah, both for a Man United win. Next up, we move to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham v Brighton. Son and Kane on absolute fire. It looks like a Tottenham win to me, a home win. I'm going to go 2-0 to Tottenham, but you know what's going to happen, don't you? Brighton are going to be the worst team, but they're going to get a point. That's what will happen. But yeah, 2-0 Tottenham. Son to Kane, Kane to Son. They're going to break the record this season.
Yeah, I've got 4-1, and I mean, they're going to score 4 goals, and Kane or Son's going to have 1, 2, 3, or even 4 of them. We'll just have to wait and find out. But I just think Tottenham's firepower is going to be way too much for Brighton.
I wonder if Bale might get his first Premier League start. He's played in the Europa last week. I think he'll play in the Europa tonight and maybe get his first start. But Lucas, Son and Kane have been doing very well. So.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to shout out for Tottenham and Ndombele. Last season got a lot of stick even from Mourinho, and he's come and he started the last 5 games and he's been absolutely superb. So he's finally living up to his price tag. So fair play, because he could have easily bottled it and say he wanted to leave, he's not happy and stuff. Especially when your manager says you're not working hard enough and stuff. But yeah, fair play, good character, and we've both gone for a Tottenham win. And now we move to the penultimate game, and it's Fulham v West Brom. 6 pointer anyone? 9 pointer. How many times? Fulham have had like Palace, Sheffield United and stuff.
Really important games already, haven't they?
Both teams cannot afford to lose this game, so do you know what? It's going to be tight. 1-1.
Right, on the fence. I'm going to say. It's the last week. Fulham again, a 1-0 win.
Fulham again?
Yeah, come on, you've got to do it one time over. I'm going to say Lookman to get the winner.
Yeah. By the way, glad you mentioned Lookman. He's give Fulham an extra dimension from the left wing in and out. Scored a great goal at Sheffield United. Mitrovic is not. He's missed a penalty. He's give away a penalty. Sorry, he missed a penalty and give away a penalty in the same game. And if Fulham have got any chance, he needs to start get his score and boots on.
Just a bit of confidence. Well, strikers thrive in confidence. You just need to get a bit of.
I honestly believe if West Brom go there and win, you can already write Fulham off as relegated. Next one, on to the last one. And last but not least, we move to Elland Road, Leeds v Leicester.
This could be a corner. This could actually be.
Yeah, this actually could be the game of the week. And Leeds don't sit back and we're not going to attack. I think this is going to be a very good game. I'm going to back Leeds 2-1 at home. The Bielsa train to keep running, and Leeds to go above Leicester in the Premier League table.
I think they're going to kind of counteract each other a little bit. So I'm going to go 1-1. It's too hard to call this one for me. So I'm going to sit on the fences. I'm going to go 1-1.
I'm looking forward to this game. I agree. I think Man United Arsenal looks like the game of the weekend, but I think this one.
But it's these ones that surprise you, don't they?
Yeah. So that's the end of game week 7 preview. We're going to total up our scores and we'll let you know what happened this week. So last but not least, we move on to our final scores. It's finally moved. Finally moved. I've gained 1 point and I was very unlucky with 2 results.
I honestly think though, them predictions, it's going to go rather 2 ways. You're going to jump above me. We're going to start making.
We've got one prediction the same. That's it. 1 score, and that was Wolves the first game. We said it's only that one. We've only got that one. So 28 place 27. So
it's on.
It's on.
It's really on.
This week though, 3 points for me, 2 points for you. It was a bad week, wasn't it?
It was a shocking week. I mean, from the previous weekends we've had with all the goals and all the results and stuff, this was a bit lacklustre really, I suppose, on all ends.
But yeah, 28 win, 27 to me. As long as I stay tight, I'll nick it.
As long as I stay above you.
Right, this has been the Lewis Pickram Football Show. This has been Brother v Brother, and we'll catch you on the next time. See you later.